Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to Surging to Steal Budgets. My name is Sarah, and today we're going to get into August week 1 and just talk about what's going to be different from now on. So let's get into it. Alright, excuse me if I'm out of breath for the next couple seconds. I just ran upstairs to go shut off the AC so I could film and it not be noisy. So a little bit of exercise is making your girl out of breath, but let's just do this change quick. Stay. Alright, so we have the new August layout. So things are going to be a little bit different in the sense that I took out I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this. So what I did last week is that since my bill binder was completely fully funded, I took out the money for the house bills and gave that to Justin for my half of the expenses for the house, meaning mortgage, electricity, gas, house things. And then I took the rest, and I need to, get smaller bills, mind you, but I did decide to fully fund my emergency fund with it. So I do have $1,000 here. So now my emergency fund is fully funded. And now I can focus more on, paying off debt. Now, while being a month ahead on bills is nice, and I loved it, I realized that it was allowing me mentally to spend the money in my account that was meant for bills before the bills got taken out, because in my mind, I get paid next week, because I get paid weekly. I get paid next week, I can refund the money out of my check and still, not punish myself for spending when I shouldn't have. So now what I have decided to do is that I decided to go back to the way it was before, and I would take out my bills every week that they're supposed to come out. That way I have to be accountable and not spend the money in my account, because I won't get paid enough, or I won't get paid again till the next week. So I can't just, replace it next week. The bills are coming out this week. So like with this week, since I got paid on the 2nd, Discovery, Cricket, Amazon Prime, YouTube Premium, and credit cards will get paid out of this paycheck. Then the next paycheck will be student loans, Adobe, that's it. Next paycheck will be Jeep payment, Jeep insurance, Hulu, and then that's it. Then that paycheck will be Google One, cell phone, that's it. That one goes into the next month. August is a magic month for me, so that's kind of nice, but that's it. It'll definitely be nice for, starting to do this whole different way, because I was trying to think about like how I did it before, where I like had so many no spends every month, and I'm like, how did you make this happen beforehand, and now you can't manage to do it? Figured it out because I had to make sure that stayed in my account, and so that's what I decided to do. I still have my monthly bills binder because I'm still stuffing the house bills, basically, because I want to stay a month ahead on that. Basically, by the end of the August, I'll have September's mortgage and stuff, because that's due on the 1st. So that'll get paid, and those will be I think it's 3 bills that I'm stuffing basically every week instead of all of my bills. So that's what we're going to do different this week, actually going forward. And that's just how I'm going to do things from now on. I feel better having my emergency fund fully funded, and now I can start putting money towards other things. Extra debt payments being the main thing. But so for this week, I got paid $988.31. Bills that I'll be stuffing in here is $215. I'm actually probably going to end up lowering that. Just stay tuned for that amount. We'll see how things go, because that should be, I think I factored in that I was still going to pay $150 for mortgage every week. So if I did that times 4, that's $600, but that's half the mortgage. And now that there's 3 of us, I should only have to spend $400 on mortgage. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, so House bills are getting $215. Fuel's not getting anything because I have 3/4 of a tank. Extra debt should be getting $90 this week. My $1,000 challenge, we're starting a new month, is getting $15. My no spend challenge is getting $10. I think that's from July, actually. I can't. Yeah, it's from July. So paying up these last two because these two will get paid out of this paycheck. Anywhooser. But yeah, the no spend challenge is getting 10, diet challenge is getting 3, birthdays, holidays is getting 1, spending's getting 30, groceries is getting 175. We're bumping that up. And intake and exhaust getting its typical 25. This week for household, definitely weird, but we're getting some organization stuff and some other stuff in the house, and so I'm just putting that all towards household. Then my bills that stayed in my account are my subscriptions, like I mentioned earlier, and then my credit cards. So we should have a cash withdrawal of $724, which is these right here. So that's how that's gonna go. So let's count the cash now. How was your guys this week? Please tell me in the comments. I enjoy talking to you guys. Sometimes I don't reply the fastest because I kind of forget that I have a YouTube channel. But once I remember, I reply. So I apologize if I'm not completely quick all the time. Anyways, like I said, we should have 724. So we have 1, 2, 300, 54, 55, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 6, 20, 40, 60. So 660, 70, 80, 97, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So yeah, I did count that correctly. Didn't have much faith in myself, but I did it. So let's just go straight into my wallet here. And spending getting its typical 30. Unsure of what I'll spend this on this week, probably. I'm going to try and see if I don't spend any of it. Groceries is getting 175, so 150, 70, and 5. I'm upping the groceries now because now there's 3 of us in the house, and because I'll be paying less in mortgage payment every month, that should be able to cover groceries basically. Intake and exhaust, which is getting 25. I don't know if I need anything for babies this week, but I'll just put it in there. Maybe the dogs need something. I'm unsure at this point. So we're getting 160 for household. So we have that. Excited to go get some organization stuff so that I feel like I can breathe a little bit better maybe. It's just, there's a lot of stuff. And both me and my boyfriend's sister will feel a heck of a lot better with things more organized. So I'm pretty excited for that. So let's get into monthly bills now. It's much thinner. And I don't know, I'll probably just keep it in this for now. That's fine. Yeah, I don't need to shove everything in the same thing. Anyways, mortgage is getting 150. Like I said, that'll probably change, but for now, as I record this video, we will see. Electric's getting, I think, 45? Yeah. Wow. Stay. Hakuna your tatas. Just chill. There we go. Gas bill is getting its typical 20, which during the summer, the gas bill is only like $20 for the whole month, and that's still got to be split into 2. Extra debt's getting 90, so we get 50, 70, and 90. So now we can start working on that. Oh, I also should mention that while I fully funded my emergency fund, I also did pay off, not a credit card bill, but I did pay off, what was it? My medical bill. You know how I'm supposed to pay, like, I think it'll be upwards of like $2,000. But the like $1,700 of that is still being disputed with my insurance and the doctor's office. So that's on hold right now, but I still did have a bill for $316.48, and I did pay that off with the remaining leftover after fully funding my emergency fund. So we will finish up July here, and we're going to put 10, I think it was. So we'll put 10. And I'll have to find where my other ones are at. I do not remember where I put them. No, not there, maybe? No. I'll have to find it at a different time when I'm not recording. Anyways, so I'll have to find the August one because we'll start working in August, but since the last of the last week was still July. Ooh, I'm gonna do all these balloons. Alrighty. So now that that's finished, we have 20, 35, which is obviously less than I wanted to save for this, but for me, no spend days are worth $5, and I just was not great at doing no spends for the month of July. Going on vacation definitely hindered a lot of that, but it's whatever. I think I'll put that there. Once I find the August one, I'll put that in there. Not too worried about it right now, considering the fact, so my Fitbit broke, the class before it broke, so I no longer have a Fitbit, and I can't get myself to pay $150 for a new one, so I'm going to be Fitbitless for quite a while, but I do miss having a watch. I think it's like 11:30 at night on Saturday when I'm recording this, so it's a weird time to be recording, but it's okay. Diet challenge, looks like it has 3, so we got 1, 2, and 3 going in. And as far as this one goes, I'll keep the money in here until I'm like actually finished with it. So that should have 25 in it, but we'll make sure 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, because I made this challenge worth 50, and it looks like we're halfway done with it. I already started off August on a better note with both no spends and the diet challenge, so I'm hoping that that can stay pretty decent as far as like motivation. Although today I did cheat on the diet. I went to go meet my brother. He came into town. We went out to lunch, and where we went was I had some chicken Alfredo, and it was delicious, and I don't regret it. So it's just what it is. But I'm not going to let it throw off my entirety of the rest of the month. We're just going to start anew tomorrow. So now that has 21 in Halloween. The way that I figure out my birthdays and holidays money is whatever is literally left over, like dollar-wise. So like I do all the main things, and then let's say minus my bills and stuff like that, there's like, you know, the way I actually figure it out is that I take all this, and then whatever is left after all of this, like bills, fuel, $1,000 challenge, no spend, diet challenge, spending, groceries, intake and exhaust, household, and bills, whatever's left from that, let's say it's this time it was $91. So I put 1 in birthdays and holidays, and then I put 90 in extra debt. If it was like 75, I would put 5 in birthdays and holidays, and then 70 in extra debt. That's just kind of how I do things, I guess. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. I do things weird, but hey, it works for me. So yeah, starting with August. I kind of tried to make it a thing between the two, because I just made these stickers, I think, on Monday, the 29th. So I wanted them to kind of match. I think it's kind of cute. So we're going to put 15 in. Spoiler alert, I did some overtime on Tuesday this week, so my next paycheck shall have overtime pay on it, and that's when we will do the higher amount, is the day or the weeks that I have overtime pay, or since August is a magic month, I will use that magic month to pay one of the higher amounts for the month. That's why, like, when I made the challenge, the magic months have 5 because there's 5 weeks because it's a magic month. And I made them higher amounts because if it's a magic month, I can kind of afford that a little bit better. But yeah, so that's the end of this. I'm probably going to put this into my spending envelope, to be honest. It's just how things are going to go. I consider it like a little treat whenever I do have money. I should have had more, but that's okay. We're just going to move on and start a new month and be okay with it. So now my spending is 20, 40, 50, 65. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, like I said, but we'll see. Maybe I should save some of it for a Fitbit. I really miss having a watch, y'all, but I gotta have a specific type of band, so I can't just, like, go get a regular type of watch and it, like, be kind of on the cheaper side metal-wise, because I can't have any, like, rubber bands. That sounds weird. The rubberized bands, I'm allergic to them, so it's just horrible. So I have to get a metal one, and so if I get, like, a cheaper metal watch, it turns my wrist green, and then I hate it, obviously, and so I'm like, what do I want to do? Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that even though things are a little bit different now, you're still going to hang around and see how things are going to be different every week, basically. And I think that that's what's also going to help me too, is that each week will be different with different bills being paid and different amounts being available each week to go in other things. So that's how I'm going to do things from now on. And we'll just see how it goes. Hopefully I do better than I've been doing. And yeah, follow along. Consider subscribing in case you're like interested in that and such. But yeah, thank you again for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic magical day when you see this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!